Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
No score after one on EA Sports. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Singletary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, it's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal from the 6. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Man open and he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Singletary, 64 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 5. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Throwing, Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
This is caught, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Room here to run. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case,
victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Homework.